So we can see here, we've added a lot of air to the milk, and we've got these sort of big bubbles. It's not super glossy and super smooth. So we haven't given the time to spin and smooth out those bubbles, and we actually have too much air in that milk to smooth out. So we need to do that stretching phase only about 30%, and then lift that jug up to stop that air being added to the milk. This will give us a more glossy appearance. So if you hear that noise, that means the milk is sort of screaming out for air. We haven't done any stretching in that first stage, and as you can see, when we go side to side, we haven't got any froth or any texture in our milk. So if you're hearing any of these noises, or even that noise to a lesser extent, it means that you need to get a little bit of air into that milk so it doesn't make that same noise, and we're going to get enough froth to pour in our coffee. So this is a good amount of stretch that we've added, and now we're just smoothing out these bubbles. But now see that we've done a little bit of stretching in that later stage, and now that's given us a few new bubbles that we haven't had the time to smooth out. So this is why we need to do our stretching in the first stage, followed by texturing and smoothing out of those bubbles in the second stage. It's about 30% increase in volume. Now we're just going to spin that milk until it's at a nice texture. Any little surface bubbles here, tap them out, and if you give it a swirl, it'll go really, really glossy. Sort of looks a bit like wet paint. So that's sort of what we're going for.